Welcome.
Who are you?
Jules Henny.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah, so firstly, where did your name come from?
So, oh shit. We're just gonna let that happen. My name came from a combination of my regular name, Miss Onika, and it's like short and it's Oni, and then Sensei. My friends in Poughkeepsie in New York started calling me Sensei because I give so much advice and shit.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So
it's like
Oni
teacher,
Sensei, I put
master.
it together. Yeah, and Oni means demon in Japanese for like an even deeper meaning. It's like demon teacher, demon master. You know, I just want to expose all the demons that everybody deals with in an artistic way. That's how I do it in my rap.
Lit, that's awesome. So what song are you going to tell us about today?
I'm going to tell you guys about Moody. It's the third track off of my new mixtape project. It's a two-part project called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I just dropped the second half of it. And it's the third song called Moody, and it's fire. And
awesome.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, run us through the bars.
I can play it. Can I play it?
Yeah.
No, just play it. Word.
You can go ahead and
I'll
pause
talk
it
about
as
it
goes
as it goes. Word. I wrote this song. I was in my feelings a little bit. Me and Q was having a little lover spat. Yeah. Weird. It was one of my quickest little verses to write too. Like when I'm in my feelings, the verses come out so quick.
Of course, always.
Sometimes I get moody, don't care if that shit cool with you. Pause it right there. That's self-explanatory. I be getting in my moods. I'm a Capricorn and he's a Cancer, and like my mood's in Cancer, so we just be like a whole bunch of moods. Sometimes this is me, this is what happens, and if you accept me and love me, you're gonna accept that too. With the negatives, cause I'm a rap and that'll be the end of it. Talking to myself like I'm a therapist. I mean, the shit that goes on in my head, no one can handle it. That has to do with like just depression in general, and just like certain things that you think about, anxiety and stuff that you feel like you can't tell anybody just out of fear for whatever reason. Like you feel like it'll make you look weak or sound silly, or like, why do you think like this? So right. I feel like I am my own therapist in a way. Like I sort out my thoughts and put it in a place where I can like make it make sense, and that's my journals, my raps, and my little notes.
That's definitely good that you can do that too.
Thank you. Tell me how you feel, well that other shit's irrelevant. If you gon' let me be aggressive with it. Yeah, I'm gonna pause that one too. If you gon' let me be aggressive with it, another self-explanatory bar. My bars are pretty much just like, if you hear it, you catch it. If you don't, then I don't know what you've been doing. But like, I like upfront, direct love and attention and affection. You gotta be on my body. Way too long to pretend I'm sleeping still. Niggas rapping for a deal. I'm just trying to get that feel back. Hold on. Yes. Fucking everybody's rapping nowadays for a deal, or like to get a check so they could get the chains and the cars and all the money and shit like that. I really want to bring back the feel of hip-hop, like when people started making music because they had no other outlet, or like they wanted to get something out, and this was their way of getting shit out. It wasn't for the profits. The profits just came because the shit was good. Right. So it's like now everything's all watered down because it's forcing this shit. That's a conspiracy theory. I said I know niggas jacking that they real, but they cloned them. I believe that there are some clones in the industry. We're just gonna leave that there. That's not the same Gucci. Nah, but who gon' check me for a dough? My only question at this point is if you will or if you won't. No elaboration needed. If you know, then you know. And I hope you won't. But if you don't know, then it's best for you to let me go before I make you hate everything you think you know. So like with the conspiracy shit, that was like a continuation, because I was talking about like, if you don't know what's going on in the industry type shit, then it's best for you to just, keep it pushing, because once I tell you this is how they operate, you're not going to want me to be a part of this shit. And I don't really want to be a part of the industry type shit, but in the same sense, you're just going to be like, why do you even want to, you could get killed or sacrificed, and, so if you don't know what this shit comes with, I'm going to suggest you do some research, do your homework, or like sit with me when I do my research and my Googles.
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast. Word. Higher learning podcast. Y'all need to tap in. I was made for this. That's the only thing I've ever known. I didn't pray for this. I was given it like, here you go. What you say with this will determine more than you could know. But if you stay with this, demons will be everywhere you go. Alright, so that line is pretty much like, I feel like I didn't ask to be a rapper type shit. Like I started writing since I learned how to write type shit when I was young. So since I learned how to pick up a pencil and a paper and put words on the paper, I was writing something, a poem, a little short story, whatever. And then the rap started forming. Rap started forming once I got mature, like when I knew exactly how I wanted to structure certain shit, or what I wanted to say and how I wanted it to hit people. That was like around, I'm gonna say middle school. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper. And then by high school, I perfected this shit. I feel like I was like A1 sauce. No one could fuck with me. But then, everybody has that moment where they're like, I'm the shit. So that's how I was feeling. Like, I was made for it. Like, this shit was just made for me.
As you should.
I was born for this shit. We're almost done with the song. We're almost at the end of my moods. Oh shit, I like that part. Hold on. Claim with it some more. This is war. Save my souls like they wanted more. I gave my all and that's some more. Like, leave me alone if you so quick to let me go. Took the most shit when I'm depressed like this. I just trust me when I get like this. Part of my moods. Vent like this, but then I don't because I know that it can end like this. Took the most shit when I'm depressed like this. I just trust me when I get like this. I'll explain that one too. When I vent like this, but then I don't because I know that it can end like this. Word. That's the end of the song. And sorry to stop it all abrupt and shit, but that's the end of the song. What I mean by I know it can end like this is like sometimes when you're super vulnerable with that person that you know, your partner or whatever, and you're like expressing all your feelings to them, it's like sometimes it might be too much for them to handle and they don't know how to carry all that weight. So it's like if you do open up and here you go, this is all my emotions, it's like there's a possibility I might scare you off. You might run away. You might be like, oh no, I'm not built for this shit. So that's what I mean when I'm like, there's a possibility it can end like this, you know. And that's the end of my song. And
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Word.
All right, bye.
Bye.